boy Boo coming at you all with a brand new video. A video we have not done in quite some time where we're gonna review the past Supreme week. I mean, how could we not, man? This Supreme Margiela week was definitely the biggest release we'll probably see from the brand all of 2024. The website certainly showed it. Obviously items were flying, but we couldn't tell because we're all in the fucking queue and shit's glitched like... No, we're not doing this today, Boone. We're bringing good vibes, guys. You know, like if you took an L on this release, I can't really blame you. The new queue system on Supreme just absolutely fucks us manual users. I will say, like, at the end of the day, the best strategy for dealing with this queue is you just got to get in as fast as you can. Like, you really cannot dilly-dally. That's the white person word of the day. You can't be fucking around at the beginning of the release. I was telling people to single cart this drop, and this queue was the reason for it. The resale prices on the market right now are insanity, so I figured let's sit down together, have a little campfire, maybe sing some folk tunes while we discuss the best resale from this release, maybe why some of these items are doing so well, and what to expect in the future for the performance. Let's get into it, man. Drop a like if you guys want to see these videos more often. Maybe I can do them for some other bigger weeks, but yeah, let's get into it. Now, quickly as always, I do got to introduce my Discord cook group. I know I've been saying it all week long, so I'm gonna rush through it. I do apologize. I know this segment's kind of annoying, but it's the best way to support me, and it also helps me to help you guys out. Seriously, we do look out for the members, trying our best to make y'all money, because I mean, you're my supporters. That's what I'm here to do, man. I discuss stuff like we're gonna discuss today all the time with my followers in that group. Also, I do write-ups every single week, all that great stuff. If you want to join, get a free 7-day trial, hit the top link in the comments. Let's hop in to StockX. Now, we got a beautiful little introduction up here. Oh, look at that. That is so nice, StockX. We're just gonna jug us of all our money with this sorry-ass fucking, oh, come sell your Margiela on StockX so we can take $100 in fees, you fuckers, man. I ain't falling for that nice guy bullshit, StockX. Fuck y'all. But we're only gonna cover some items today. Y'all don't give a fuck about a resale prediction for some motherfucking socks. Let's just get that out the way. So let's start off with a decently little juicer. We got the Supreme Margiela box logo tee. Now, these have actually started off better than I was hoping. Man, I thought honestly this would be like a $130, $140 t-shirt. Yes, we do see some box logos reselling for pretty decent prices still, but those are usually very special box logos, like the store openings, which even some of those started at $300 and have fallen all the way to under $200. We also saw like the Tiffany collab or the Burberry collab, but I feel like that's kind of self-explanatory. Those box logos were just a little more special than this, and they had ties to the companies collabing with Supreme. That was my big issue with this shirt. Was I felt like as cool as it is, I actually really enjoyed this as a box logo. I thought it was really inventive, really cool, but at the end of the day, there's just not a lot of like Margiela branding anywhere to be seen, which lost some of its specialness for me. But if you're looking at the market, man, 170, I was saying XL, XXL were my favorites. That's kind of obvious. I thought those were going to be like really the only ones worth going for, but even like the medium, 170, man. Retail is 88. That comes out to around 110. I just looked, the sell now price is about 143, so it's like $30 profit, which honestly is pretty solid for a box logo t-shirt nowadays. I would sort of be looking to sell these. Let me see, 237 sold in 3 days. Wow, that's incredible. But yeah, there is a ton of ads. I don't know, box logos don't age that well anymore, so I would just be looking to sell it. I don't think it's gonna decline super rapidly or anything like that, but I also don't see it gaining worth that makes it worth holding on to long term, so I would just look to sell that shirt. It's a pretty solid profit margin, honestly. Better than I expected. Next up, this one's performing about exactly what I expected it to. Honestly, in my write-ups, I was saying to people to not even really bother with this hoodie. If you did, if you wanted it for yourself, I don't blame you. I think it's a cool item, similar to the t-shirt. Very inventive in my opinion. I have no beefs with it. The reason I was down about it though is $300 is a lot of money for a box logo hoodie. You don't even really see 300s get hit by like XXLs in the best color of past season's box logos. So this harder to see box logo, not maybe the most popular design print on it. I really did not think this was going to be reselling for a huge profit margin, making it worthwhile. At a $298 retail, that's $330 after fees. And I mean, oh man, like the XL is not doing the worst at $400, but even at $400, I feel like you're making 20 bucks for a $300 investment. That's not worth it, man. So in my group, I was telling people skip on this box logo hoodie. That goes for the white one, which I think is doing even a little bit worse. The t-shirt, a little bit surpassed my opinion for the box logos, but the hoodie is doing exactly what I expected. Now let's talk about the big let's talk about the big kahuna, man. the Supreme Margiela wallet. Now, oh my god, I got a couple things to say about this. I did greenlight this item. This was maybe my favorite item in this release for profit, but not even I could stomach the idea of this selling for $640 out the gate, man. There's a couple reasons for that price tag, but that's outlandish, man. My predictions were like 300s. I thought this would be around the 300s. I mean, yes, that was conservative. Usually I'm sort of trying to guess the floors of items, but if you had asked me the highest price I saw this hitting first day, I would have said 400 and been like, yeah, that'd be crazy if it hits that. 640, bro, that just goes to show how big this collab really was. But also, I gotta say, we were talking in our group about it. People that went in the store, I know Brooklyn, I think, had like 7 for like the first 5 people in line. There were 7 in store total. I think the Bowery location had like 5 of these, so this was an incredibly limited item. Let me know if anyone was able to buy one of these online or in store. If you were, congratulations. Now in store a lot of them were backdoored, so it's not like they literally just made 5. They're getting backdoored a ton, but this was in general an incredibly limited item. I'm not surprised. It is a very customized item. It's a leather good. $228 was an insanely cheap price tag for a Margiela wallet. Even if it is MM6, still that's a crazy price for a Margiela wallet. Even for Supreme, that's pretty cheap for a wallet. It's a really usable wallet, a nice model. I'm not stunned this is the best performing item. I'm just stunned how well it's really doing. That's a crazy price. I would not be in any rush to sell this. I mean, even if you look at the asks, yeah, there's like a decent amount, but these are all just one quantities, man, and there's been a ton of sales of this so far, and they've just been going up in their price. I don't see it getting much higher. I feel like 800 is the highest this could get, but at this point, Lord knows though, man. I wouldn't be in a rush to sell this one, but how much higher can a wallet really get, man? I feel like this is already an insane price. I would say 800 is the absolute peak, but that might take some time, as I do imagine we'll see more on the market as orders arrive. Moving on, we got the skate deck. I'll be a little quick with this. I feel like I was really on point with this deck prediction. I think I said around 130, 140, maybe even 150 first day. It is very close to that price point. It was 98, so that's about 110 after fees. Not a bad price. I mean, what am I saying? That's a horrible price for a skate deck. That's absolutely disgusting. Plus, if you single carded this, I think it was multi-cardable to be honest, but if you had to single card it, that's 120, so that's pretty bad for profit margins. You're not going to make a lot, but I do think this is going to be a good hold deck. We've seen a lot of decks from Supreme recently actually holding surprisingly well. Decks I saw sitting for like entire seasons almost have actually been flipping for some profit, so that tells me, 1, I think the quantity is a lot lower. 2, I just don't think people are really buying decks to flip anymore, so the long-term hold for them is actually not a bad idea. And something like this Margiela release, like this is going to stay relevant as a Supreme collaboration for quite some time, and I think that means a lot of eyes will be on a deck like this. It does suck that you do have to like get through this white paint to get to the logo, but that's also a cool Margiela touch, and I actually think that could potentially help this one out a ton for actually being undead stocked and just going up in its price over time. Because if you think about it, a lot of these Supreme decks you can put up on a wall and you don't really have to undead stock it. If you guys didn't know this, the deck doesn't have to be in plastic when you send it to StockX. They take it out of the plastic regardless. So a lot of times it's pretty easy to display a deck and still keep it dead stock, able to sell it later on. With a deck like this, if you want to see the logo, you're obviously going to have to scratch it, and I think that's going to really help this one out long term for actually going up in its price. Really good investment item, probably one of the more reliable items to go up in its price over time. But obviously for like right away profit, it's not really a great item, which I sort of expected. Moving on. Let me just take my dance, man. Let me hit my because I have some people telling me, Boone, you think the zip up's gonna be the best item? Are you smoking crack? I am smoking that op pack because, come on. Let me just apologize. That was actually so stupid. I'm sorry, y'all, but come on, man. This is going crazy. This is probably the best item for profit that was actually copable from this release. Retail of $248, and look at that, $467. There's been sales all throughout the 400s, even a $500 sale. That's just for the black and medium. The other sizes doing around 500s, man. Stop it, get it off the screen. The green color, bro. Oh my god, no. Oh my lord, the green is going stupid, bro. I knew it's the color, man. The green is going incredulous on the market, about 600. This is another item. I thought this was gonna do well, right? I thought this could be like a $350 item or so, which is like, that's great. That's honestly a great resale profit for a $248 jacket. I never would have guessed this going for $500-600 first day. I never would have guessed it. Definitely the resale prices out of this collection have blown my world. I think stock was a lot more limited than I figured it would be. More people are probably copping for the personal or something. I don't know, man. It feels like stock was pretty small for this. I mean, look, there's 7 of these on StockX right now. 7? Like what? That's so small. That's a tiny stock for what seemed like such a huge collab. I think that's a huge reason we're seeing these crazy prices. The stock is so small for this collection. If you got one of these hoodies, I can't see it going up much more again. Like, this is such an insane price, but there has been a really good sales volume of these, so I don't think they're going to slow down too much. Like, that's a ton of sales. I don't see these going under 400, that's for sure. Any sale, I think, in the 500s of these is a dub. For the green, anything over 600 is a dub, honestly. I think you could sell this right now. You wouldn't lose too much sleep, but there is a lot of potential for some crazy sales down the line. You might have to be patient. I'm sure a lot of people have already copped these up that wanted to buy them, but there's definitely going to be some people that come on late to this collection and buy some of these items for crazy prices down the road. This is not a bad item to hold on to, because similar to a lot of stuff I've talked about, this is a collection that's not going to just fade away into thin air. People are going to remember this collab, so some really interesting hold items for those zip up jackets. I personally am probably going to hold on to mine. I mean, I'll see how far down prices go when the orders arrive. I just don't see them going down that much further. Now let me talk about an item I genuinely was very surprised by, and that is a liquid blue oversized tee. I didn't see it on this one, y'all. I will actually be the first to say I was wrong about this, because I kind of clowned it a little bit during the release. Like, I don't hate it or anything, but I just figured ain't nobody spending over $110 for a liquid blue tee. Like, it would have to be like $150, $140 to make anything off of this. And that's a really hefty price in my opinion for a shirt that really did not have branding on it from either brand. So, I mean, am I wrong? I don't think there is. So these prices of $250, $200 plus, I was wrong. I was wrong on this. I didn't even write it up in my carts. How much higher can this go, man? I don't know. There's not a ton of asks on this item either. I would kind of look to quick sell this again. I don't know. I just am so blown away by the prices this is hitting. I feel like some of the hype is going to die down on this collection, and we will see that reflected on some of these items. Something like this, for me personally, I don't think it's one of the more feature items from this collection, but it's already blown my expectations out the water. I think I was just already low on it, that I'm still holding on to those doubts. If you wanted to hold it, I don't think it's a horrible idea, but I would take the money now, personally, on that item. Next up, let's quickly talk about these cam caps. Now, these fell in their price pretty quickly, but they started off actually higher than I was expecting, like 140-ish. A ton of people undercutting. I'm not shocked. This is going to be an item that's definitely going to be a hold, as most cam caps are. It's a really good sign. It's already started off at 118. That's pretty much going to be your money back if you sold it right away. I'm assuming there's a ton of asks. There definitely is. There's great sales volume so far. This is definitely a patient hold item, but I think you can actually see some pretty crazy price increase on this. I would imagine this is going to turn into like $160, $170 cam cap, and cam caps are an item that never really fade away. Even cam caps I have from a couple years ago, I still get sales on. They're a pretty reliable item. I don't know what it is. The cam cap cult is like just so locked in with buying these for crazy prices that I expect these to age very well. If you copped one, you should have been expecting to hold on to it for a while, but I do think it'll be worthwhile. Really fast, I'll talk about this Varsity. I don't really think a ton of people probably copped it, but this was a really crazy cop. $700. That'd have been like $770 after fees, which is insanity. Honestly, this one might be the lowest resale that I see from this whole collection that I expected more from. You could also say the same with the faux fur. Like, let me just click on the faux fur really fast. I'm not gonna really talk about it, but you can see the faux fur, $12.95. I mean, we're gonna see some crazy sales out of this. It's $9.98 though. That's $1,100, you guys, and these are like, you're losing money on these sales. I thought this faux fur and this Varsity were gonna be the really limited items, including that wig as well. And these were, I don't know, I feel like they weren't as limited as regular shit like the zip up jacket. I mean, the wallet was kind of predictable, but like the tees, I thought these were gonna be the items that were very small stock, and I feel like there was a healthier stock, or maybe people were just targeting other items. I guess these aren't really spring summer items. I don't blame people, because these are gonna have slower sales volume. I do think they'll hit some crazy prices. This isn't the most wearable Varsity of all time, but it's just such a cool item out of this collection. I think it is gonna be a reliable item. I don't see it going much lower than the prices it's at right now. but 700 bucks, 770. You're gonna have to get sales of like 900 plus to make it worthwhile, which is it's around that price right now. But I don't know. I don't even think I wrote this up in my cards because it was just too expensive for me to recommend. I would be maybe looking to sell, man. I'm a little worried about it that it's starting off pretty low, pretty fast. While a lot of these other items have skyrocketed right away. Kind of the same goes for the faux fur, especially when it gets warm out. They're gonna flatline, honestly. We also got these work jackets. Another item I was pretty fucking wrong about. Let's keep it a stack with y'all. Holy fuck, these are going for a rack. I did not even realize that. Wait, hold on. All right, that's one. Calm down, Boone. Like, all right, these, I don't even know what to say, man. I think this is an item that is going to be slow sales. Obviously, they're already getting some sales, but it's not a huge volume. I personally would be looking to sell these right away. I don't know. These ones do scare me a bit as an item that could get lost into irrelevancy. I don't think they're going to fall that much more down in their price on it. Maybe down to 700-ish, but I don't even have a good recommendation for these work jackets. I'm kind of stunned they're selling for that much money. But it's probably like the core Margiela fans. I know this whole foil print is like a Margiela token design. So I think it's the core fans buying these for probably cheaper prices than Margiela usually sells this design for. I just don't see this being very relevant in like pop culture and stuff as some of these other items, so it might become a little more forgotten about in this collection. Look to sell those. The final item let's talk about is these tank tops. Another item I was calling out as a really easy cop this week. That I felt like you could make really good money on. And I feel like I was pretty correct about that. 32 bucks. You can see the medium, it's at 93. Like, damn, bro, that's almost tripling your money out the gate. That's pretty insane. I'm really disappointed you couldn't get multiples of these. I tried to. I would have bought some of them if I was able to. These didn't sell out all that quickly or anything like that, but the smaller sizes did. The smalls are probably going to do really well. I have noticed that it seems like on a lot of these Hanes items, smalls do better nowadays. I don't know why. No idea. Probably smaller stock. Honestly, you could sell these right away because it's great money to be made already. I think they'll go up a bit, but I don't know how much that will be. I mean, hold on, let me look at stock numbers real fast and sale volume. There's not a huge sales volume. We usually see Hanes items going up in their price. I don't think Hanes can hit 100 plus and like reliably stay up there. That's a crazy price tag, but then again, they've never done like collab Hanes like this. So I don't know how long you should hold these. They're already at a really good price. I was thinking they'd hit in like 2 months or something. So I wouldn't blame you if you sold out the gate, but there is some chance to hold it. It's a cheap hold. So that's gonna do it. A ton of yapping, whole lot of yapping in this bitch, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helped you out with maybe some strategies of what to do with these items, and just in general you can apply some of the stuff I said. Looking at the sales volume, looking at the amount of ask for your item, for anything you buy from Supreme, it really does give you a better indication of how long you have to hold something, how much demand there is for that item, if prices will go up or down. So yeah, it's been your boy Boone. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you want more videos like this, just feel free to let me know. Let's pick away this winner really quickly for this item. Thank you to everyone that joined this giveaway. Let me pass it off to the other Boone running this giveaway. So this video got 636 likes, 264 comments. Thank you everyone, man. You guys killed it for me this week. I really do appreciate it, y'all. Like, it means the world to me. So number of winners won. We're gonna do like 5 seconds of random names. That'll be a fun time. Seriously, thank you all so much to everyone that supports these videos, and I'm glad I get to give somebody a cool little item, especially if they took an L on this release, as I know a ton of people did. Hopefully this will make your day a little brighter. Maybe y'all will see your names. Here they're going, they're flying. The names are flying all over the place, and the winner is gonna be my dog, John Douglas. Heartbreaking, my dude. Well, you know what, John? You're gonna get some motherfucking Hanes boxers. Wait, no, actually this is the crew neck. You're gonna get a Hanes crew neck, my G. So I'm gonna send this to him. I'll go reply to your comment. Thank you to everyone that joined. I'm gonna run some more giveaways soon. I do actually enjoy running them a lot. You guys see me buy all this bullshit, I might as well give some of it back to you instead of letting it collect cobwebs back here in my brick dungeon. It's been your boy Boone. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.